is the Kim Gravel Show.
All of my life, I have felt like a pawn in someone else's chessboard. After 50, I realized I have so much to say. I have so much to share.
Luke Perry was a hottie McTottie.
It's true.
What was it like making out with him?
That was the end of my innocent childhood. It's okay to choose yourself. It's not selfish. It's important. Guys, every day I have an internal battle of, am I good enough? Can I do this? Am I a fraud?
I needed you today, Jenny.
Did you just say innards?
Innards.
I love you.
Hey, y'all. Kim Gravel here, and this is the Kim Gravel Show, your one-stop shop every single Wednesday for encouragement and laughter and just a whole heck of a lot of fun. My guest today, we got a good one. Just wait. She's from Illinois, okay? And she grew up there on a farm before starring as Kelly Taylor in Beverly Hills 90210. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Okay, that was one of the biggest shows. It was a huge cultural phenomenon of the last century. And now Jennie is like my sister, my QVC sister. She's got a new clothing line on QVC called Me by Jennie Garth. She is one of my Q50 sisters. And I'm telling you, her heart is as big as Texas. Okay. I was just recently on her podcast, which is called I Choose Me. Y'all, please, I'm just going to say this. I choose Jennie. So let's welcome
Jennie Garth.
Right, Jennie?
Wow, a singing my name intro.
Can you believe it? We spare no expense here.
Ooh, it was fancy.
Okay, listen, Zach, I have to just say this real quick. I've got to get this out of the way right up front. Okay. Just right up front, Jennie, just bear with me. I'm fangirling. I told you were my best friend in high school growing up.
Did, right?
Okay. My other best friend's in the other room. I'm here at the Q. I'm in our apartment we just rented. We barely got, anything on the walls. And I said, I've got to do this podcast with Jennie, but I just have to get this out of the way. You have an iconic scene from 90210 where you are standing in front of Dylan and Brandon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to choose between those two loves in that show. And your iconic line that you say, I'll never forget it. It's like, I choose me. I choose me. Well, girl, I'm just going full disclosure. I would have chosen Dylan. I'm telling you, self-love is great,
Really?
but Luke Perry was a hottie McTottie.
Yeah, it's true.
What was it like making out with him?
It was like, it was weird, almost like my brother, kind of making out with my brother. If both of them, Brandon and
So
Dylan.
you never dated him or Chase? You never dated either one of them?
No, I mean, I was
in real life.
In real life, no, I was kind of secretly in love with Luke. I've always been. I love Luke. So he's very dear in my heart, and we then just became friends.
Yeah. So, I mean, but this is what started your whole entire podcast, your QVC clothing line, everything about it was from I Choose Me, right? That was what, tell me why that line was so iconic to you back in the day.
Well, back in the day, I didn't even know really the significance of what I was even saying. Like I was
Right.
young. And I didn't.
How old were you? How old were you, Jennie?
God, when I did that scene, maybe 22, 21, 22. Yeah, I didn't know what I was talking about. I choose me. And then later in life, like after 50, I was looking big picture at things and thinking about where I've been and where I want to go. And I was kind of lost and I didn't know what was next. And so I decided to go back in order to go forward, if that makes any sense.
Complete.
And that line, that I choose me, that Kelly said in 1995, I think, was something that just kind of stuck with me my whole life. It became sort of a mantra in my mind once I started really thinking about it. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I need to remind women who saw it originally maybe, or people who never even saw it. I need to remind people of the importance of that message. And I felt like that is my work. Like I love acting and I hope to act again. And it's got to be exactly the right project to get me on a set because I hate so much of the business, but I love acting.
Hurry up and wait.
Yeah. And I'm just not interested in spending my days like that anymore, my precious time. So I kind of pivoted and I wanted to do something that was so meaningful to me. And I've always felt like I've been given this platform, this position in life to reach people. And I love connecting with people. I love helping people or changing the way they think. Like it's, for me, that's what it's all about. So I was able to sort of pivot into this lane of getting this message out there. I choose me and telling women that it's okay to choose yourself. It's not selfish. It's important. And that's where I am now. And everything just sort of fell into place with this whole I choose me sort of umbrella over my life, protecting me and guiding me. And it's really going great.
Well, you know what? When you said, we got to talk about this a little bit more because I totally agree with you. When you say I choose me is not selfish.
People think it's selfish.
People, it's not only do they think it's selfish, but I think we're conditioned to believe that as women because men don't have the same, that's not even the same. I mean, men have no problem. And sorry, Zach, we love you, but we're going down Mail Street here for a second.
Throw me right under the bus, Kim. That's
so,
fine.
I mean, that's what you get.
Easiest, do it.
But this is the thing, no, because I live with 3 men, so I can speak to this pretty confidently. That naturally, innately, guys, men, boys, they don't have a problem looking out for their best interest at first and taking care of themselves at first. And maybe we're gonna have to ask God one day why He made women the way He did and men the way He did. And that, hey, we could spend an eternity probably trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
but for women, not only do we have that, I think, innately as mothers, as nurturers, to put ourselves on the back burner and put others before, but I think society, and I'm not blaming society, y'all, don't send me a bunch of emails about it. I'm just saying we're conditioned that way too.
Absolutely.
What do you think that is? And how, Jennie, have you broken that cycle in your life? Because you've done it.
Well, I think you're exactly right. We're nurturers. We're made to create life and keep it alive, like our babies.
Well, yeah, to some
do
extent.
Our best.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Do our best.
And so I feel like that is just in our DNA.
Yeah.
And when you're the head of a household, you fall into that role because it's natural. And you put everybody's needs before your own. And I know as I was a young mom, I had my first baby when I was 23.
Oh, Lord.
And I was pregnant and raising children up until now. Basically, my youngest daughter just turned 18. And so I gave up so much of my life happily and 100%, like, so grateful to be doing it. No. But I put myself on the back burner and I put the things that I needed to do for myself on the back burner and thought I'll get to that later. Or, I don't have time, whatever it was. And, after 50, you just come to this amazing place and hopefully your kids are grown and you're getting a little more time for yourself. But that's when you start to sort of reassess your priorities and you have that liberty to put yourself into the mix, at least. If you're not able to put yourself first yet, I know a lot of people really struggle with that concept.
They do.
But if you can put it into your ethos, it will start to absorb. And then you will start noticing, like, right here, I could do this, or I could choose myself in this moment and do something that I want or something that's beneficial for me or good for my self-care, my self-love. Like, for instance, taking a bath or taking out that time to just do self-care in the bathroom. Like, for me, there will be days that go by and I haven't applied a moisturizer to my full body and I will turn into a lizard. And then I'll think, I just haven't had time to even moisturize myself.
Yeah.
So I will lock myself in the bathroom, take a bath, do the loofah, scrub it all out, do everything just to take care of my own body and be so present in it and grateful for all the hard work it does. But we just don't do that. Like that is a great, easy, I choose me moment that we forget to do. I forget to do it. And so I think we just go, and we don't put ourselves on our calendars.
Oh my gosh. And when you just said that, I just want to raise my hands and just receive it because go. I think it's Kim Go Gravel. I'm telling you, I think that's my name.
I think it is.
And
too.
you know, it's exhausting. But I love it. Isn't it the weird thing how we as women, we will complain? My daddy used to say, I have never met a woman who didn't want a man, and when she got one, wasn't complaining about him. I mean, and that's kind of like how we are as women.
Well,
don't you know? Like, I want the career, I want to go, I want to travel, I want to do this, and then I'm like, oh, I'm so exhausted. And then it's almost like we don't know how to sit in the moment.
Yeah, but
like
both of those things. Yeah, both of those things can exist at the same time. You can go and want to be all the things you want to be in life, and you can be exhausted, and you can give yourself that time that you need to like replenish and fill your bucket back
girl.
up. Because
I needed you today, Jenny.
I know you're so
you.
busy. I have stepped into your world. I have so many balls in the air, and I know what it feels like to be a mini Kim Gravel. Like I told you before, you're like one of my idols. You're a person that I look to for guidance. And I've been trying to get you to take me out to lunch and give me the notes, all the notes.
Hold on. Amy Goins, get out here now.
Amy, make it happen. Come on.
Amy,
I emailed you.
Step out here. I know you can hear me. She's not asleep. She's going to be like, huh?
She said when you get back to Atlanta.
Walk over here.
Jenny, you need to understand if Kim didn't have Amy, just the wheels would fall off. I don't know what would happen if Kim didn't have Amy.
Amy.
You don't see me. Oh, there I am. Okay, put your head down a little bit. Like, bend it down like that. That's it.
You look good. You look good right there.
I was not ready.
Jenny, we just had an argument because she took me to Cracker Barrel and it was slammed. We couldn't even get in.
Wait, why did you go to Cracker Barrel, first of all?
Oh, my gosh.
What do you eat there?
She said, why did you go to Cracker Barrel? Bless her heart. Have you never been?
Oh, I've been. I love it. But what do you eat at Cracker Barrel?
She said, what do we eat at Cracker Barrel? Chicken and dumplings, green beans, fried okra. What?
Can I get in?
Yeah.
So what I'm on now is the country fried steak.
Country fried steak.
Oh, so good.
So tell Jenny we're there. We're taking you out.
Let's have our meeting at Cracker Barrel.
That'd be amazing.
I'd be so excited.
At Cracker Barrel.
Hi, I'm in.
Okay, let's do it.
We're going after this.
Okay.
Anyway,
can I just interject for a second? I have to mourn something. The Cracker Barrel that's close to me closed, and it is the saddest thing. Now I have to go half an hour to Cracker Barrel.
They don't have Cracker Barrel where I live.
No, you're in California. They eat kale.
Yes.
But I'm in California. Sacramento, Cracker Barrel closed.
Yeah, Sacramento's not like LA people. No. Okay, look, Amy and I bring our own snacks when we go to LA.
All right.
I bring my own snacks when I come over there.
There too. I know. But this is the thing, Jenny, because I want to talk about your brand because when you first got, I said to QVC, I said, oh, this gonna go. This girl's gonna go. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me.
You are 100,000% unapologetically yourself. You are like a cozy blanket I want to wrap myself in. Meaning you're a soft place to land. And when I tell you that women need that, we need that. We need what you have to offer because we are, like you said, we're go, but we're also dealing with a lot of stress.
Yep.
Some people are health problems. Some people's finance. Some of their kid, they've got their prodigal parents. Son. They're praying for their kids, to come back home, come into the fold. How long did it take you to realize that you are who you are and you had something to offer? Can you share your experience with that? Because a lot of women are listening right now and saying, I want to be that.
Well, it wasn't easy. For all of my life, basically, I have felt like a pawn in someone else's puzzle, a pawn on their chessboard,
What do you mean by that? Explain.
Just that in this industry that I found myself in, I'm 100% replaceable. Like if you fire me, you'll find somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? And there's so much competition and rejection. And there, especially growing up, people did not take my voice seriously. People did, or they would placate me and say, but go and have a different situation happening. So I learned for so long to just do my job, put my head down, do my job, and then go home where I felt comfortable. And now, after 50, I've realized I have spent this life gathering all this knowledge and wisdom and experience, and I have so much to say. I have so much to share. And I just said, guess what? You get a seat at the table. Like, you are allowed to be heard. And that, for me, it just opened me up to shifting my own perspective. And it really does come back to loving who you are, loving yourself. You don't have to love yourself, it's really hard to say I love myself, to look in the mirror and say I love you. But if you can connect with that inner baby inside of you, that young girl that was struggling and not be feeling heard and feeling like that pawn on their chessboard, and you can comfort her and guide her and say, like, look, we're going to go a different direction now, and I got you, and we're going to do this together. And for me, that was what I needed, was to love myself and be my own support, my own best friend, my own cheerleader, and do it anyway, even in the face of fear, or the face of looking foolish, or the face of failure. I just don't accept no for an answer for myself anymore.
I absolutely love being a part of QVC's Age of Possibility. QVC is celebrating women over 50, and y'all, it's about time someone did. Just because you're over 50 doesn't mean we don't deserve to feel seen and supported and feel loved. Self-love, loving ourselves, loving our families, loving our communities. When you are 50, you're just getting started, and you've got to check out their shows like Over 50 and Fabulous, and their Facebook group, which is also called Over 50 and Fabulous. I love going on there to connect with other women who are just like me. And y'all, it is a sisterhood. Seriously, I'm so proud and honored and blessed to support QVC's mission, because that's what I'm all about. Inspiring you to love who you are right where you're at, and remind you that it's better when we're all going through it together. We got each other, y'all. QVC's specially curated products and brands that serve your changing needs in this next chapter of life, including designs from yours truly, Belle by Kim Gravel, and Love Who You Are Beauty. And when I'm designing clothes, I'm really just making clothing that I want myself to wear, my sister, my mother. I want us all to look our very best. So it doesn't matter if you're over 50, if you're 45 and home, if you're 20-something, it's going to make you look so good and flatter your body, no matter what you got sagging and dragging. And if you're like me, there's more sagging and dragging, but honey, we'll lift you up. Flexible and stuff. Anyway, I don't want to get off on a tangent. QVC believes that aging does not define you. It's the next chapter. It's the next adventure. It's the next possibility. Y'all, this is the age of possibility. So discover more at qvc.com/Kim Show to learn all about the ways you can be supported and celebrated this holiday season and beyond. That's qvc.com/Kim Show. And join me in our age of possibility. I love y'all. And remember, you are fabulous. Did you grow up in a strong family unit? Like, what was your childhood like? How did you decide to become an actress? Because if my kids came home and said they wanted to be an actor, I'd be like, that's fine. But you're going to wait till you about like 27 years old when you can really understand the ups and downs of life a little bit.
Yeah,
what was your childhood like?
I grew up, it was extremely idyllic. I grew up on a farm
I was going to say,
in
didn't you
Illinois.
grow up on a farm? What kind of farming did y'all do?
It was a horse farm, basically. We just had animals and hay, and we had a big barn, and people boarded their horses there, stuff like that. So there was always work going on. My dad was an educator by day and a farm guy, ranch guy by night. And he was living both worlds. And he built the house that we grew up in, and it,
Salt
was
of the
just,
earth.
that was the garden. We ate from our garden, very Illinois, very Midwestern, and just for me, just the best. Very supportive parents. My dad got sick when I was 12, and that kind of changed the trajectory of all of our lives. We moved away from Illinois to a warmer, drier climate for his heart. And that was like the end of like my innocent childhood.
I was gonna say the end of the innocence. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I had to just jump into the deep end and learn how to fend for myself out there. And that was in Arizona. And then I had to go and do that again in LA, which they're totally different worlds. I mean, so far from the Midwest. And I never planned on being an actress. I never said I want to be an actress. I didn't even think that was an option. I used to love to look at my reflection in like the sliding glass window and like do little dances and watch myself do them, and stuff like that. But I never ever thought that going and being a professional in this industry could be an option for me. And then somehow it just happened. And all the how life just is so mysterious and things fall into place in the most mysterious ways. But I am really grateful that that's how I've sort of lived my life up until now, where I just don't have a plan. I've gone with the flow. I've gone where life has taken me through the ups and through the downs, and I've survived. And now, once I decided to love myself enough to take risks and not take no for an answer, that's when I became more in control of what I'm doing, my destiny, the impact that whatever I'm doing has, because I want to leave something behind when I'm gone, and I want my life to have mattered, and I want to have touched people or helped people or taught people, because that's just in my DNA. So yeah, I never planned on being an actress. I just ended up there. And then all of a sudden I was there, and that's what my life was. And then I started having babies, and I was working to pay the bills and trying to juggle being an actress and being, what people wanted me to be all the time, but at the same time yearning to be home and taking care of my babies and being a homemaker, because that's my thing. I would rather do that than anything. I'd rather be vacuuming the floors than pretty much anything.
I'd rather have my floors vacuumed. I absolutely.
I'll come over.
I like you. I love the homemaking thing. I just want somebody to do it for me at this point. But I get it. I know what you mean. Like there's nothing like the comfort of home. Is that like you cook a lot? Because you cook a lot on your social media. Like you can cook.
I cook. I don't like to go out. I spend so much money on groceries. And then my kids come home and they're like, what's for dinner? And I'm still working at 6 p.m. and juggling all the things. And I'm like, I don't know what's for dinner. There's a kitchen full of groceries. I just spent $380 on groceries. Go find something. And inevitably, there's nothing there to eat ever. And they'll want to order in. And so I feel like all I do is work to feed my family, basically.
That's what we do. Well, and you've got girls, right?
I've got girls.
Yeah,
and unfortunately,
boys, they eat double.
Well, it balances out, because the food that my LA born and bred daughters eat is expensive.
I know. Y'all got some high dollar taste. Yeah. Ooh. Fried chicken and some, a good biscuit that'll cut up fruit. Maybe that'll last them. This is the whole thing, though. I love what you say. Like, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, or answer this. You've been given this platform because you said you want your life to matter. You want to leave a legacy. You've been given this platform with that whole 90210. That was huge. I mean, that show, it's undeniable. It was a game changer,
absolutely
cultural shift, everything. And you just had one of your co-stars pass away. Oh, Shannon.
Yep.
Break your heart.
Yeah, hard to even.
She fought that cancer battle for so long and did it so bravely.
Yeah.
And, that connected all of y'all, and that it's given you this platform. Do you feel like the I Choose Me Now was the setup back then, giving you this platform so that you can make that difference even now?
Yeah. I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Come on.
And I would not be where I am in this very moment if it hadn't been for that show, for those relationships, and that moment, that line. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. I have, and I think that that's one of the key things for people is to wrap your head around the things that have gotten you to where you are right now.
Yes.
And just be like so grateful for them.
It's hard. Sometimes it's hard.
You have to just go back to gratitude whenever you're stressed, whenever you're overwhelmed, whenever you're mad, whenever you feel like you're sometimes women feel like, oh, I'm unpleasable. Like, like you said, we're never happy. We're always like wanting something and then complaining about it.
Me.
But
that's so me.
You got to go back to that place of gratitude for where you are. And I do it every day, you guys. Every day I have an internal battle of, am I good enough? Can I do this? Am I a fraud? This is so hard. I don't think I'm capable of it. And every
But you know what,
day.
Jenny? So you go through that. So, people like Kim, oh my gosh, you never get down here. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a yo-yo. I'm up, I'm down, I'm all around. I mean,
yeah.
All of us go through that. There's no human being on this planet that is what's that word? Immune from insecurity.
Insecurities, fears.
Fraud. The thing you said, fraud. Tell me about that. Like, do you feel that? Why do you feel like sometimes you're a fraud? I can speak to myself, but you said it, so I'm going to get you done.
It's called imposter syndrome. I mean, that's what they call it
real
nowadays. But yeah, I just feel like because and you can definitely relate. I'm sure I talk about positivity. I talk about taking care of yourself. I talk about being your own best friend and loving yourself. And sometimes I don't do that for myself. Sometimes I don't practice what I preach. And so that is when I feel inauthentic and like a fraud. And then I think, how can I continue to give these messages out or, say these things to women that look to me when I'm not doing it myself? And so I think that's where, and also, that whole imposter syndrome thing comes back to just not feeling like you're good enough. I think just being a female in this world, being a woman, having grown up, you and I are similar, like in the world where our looks matter. And a lot of times we're judged by our looks. We're put in a box because that's
our weight.
The purpose we serve, our weight, our body, and that strive it's not an internal strive. It's an external pressure to be perfect, to be what everybody else wants. Because internally, I'm so happy with who I am and like my aging. And, I take good care of myself for myself, not for, how I look. But unfortunately, that does come into the equation when you are a public figure. And it's really hard to stay in touch with the real you in those moments.
Do you know what? I think I'm getting better looking on the outside. Like you said, my innards have always been strong, but because I enjoy it.
Did you just say innards?
Innards.
I love you.
Thank you for calling that out.
My innards too. I was like, I'm pretty sure that says my innards are beautiful.
No, but I mean it like I want to talk a little bit about the superficial, Miss Hollywood. I do, because I think women, you can have both in a big way. I mean, I tell women this all the time. Look, slap a little paint on that barn. I love it. I don't know any woman. I've never met a woman and you're in Hollywood, so you probably sense it. I've never met any woman that like doesn't want to look great and feel great and have makeup and have like your clothes are gorgeous. You are a fantastic designer. Y'all need to go check out her line. I Choose Me. You need to trust me. It's so luxe. The fabrics are so nice. The cuts, the fits. It's very California chic, but with a Midwestern feel. Yeah. It really is not. Oh my God, you should use that.
Yeah. I like that.
California chic with that Midwestern thing. Hold on, it's coming to me, y'all. I'm sorry, just pause this. You take this out of the podcast.
Let's workshop this. Let's workshop this.
I'm workshopping it. California chic with the Midwestern
roots.
I need an M.
Midwestern morals.
With Midwestern. I don't know. It's coming to me, but to me, it's like it's the marrying of the best of both worlds from who you are. Like, I
Yeah.
get you. When I see your line, I'm like, oh, yeah. Not only do I like that, and that is her, I want a piece of that.
Mm.
And so for me, I forgot even where I was going with this, but I'm just saying it was somewhere good. It'll come to me. But to me, there's nothing wrong with wanting to put on a great pair of jeans, great boot or heel, and some makeup and look. So that's what you're bringing to us. You're bringing us a little bit of like that wearable Hollywood.
Yeah, and like that comfort. Let's be comfortable in our own skin,
That's
and let's
it.
just be who we are. But and I just want it to
But
be
do it
easy for
up.
people. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, you do.
I know people that don't wear makeup and don't worry
No
about how
judgment.
they look to the outside world, and I feel like that's so admirable and free. Like, oh my God, to be that free. But I don't feel like I'm in the place to do that, and I do like looking nice, and I do
I
like
don't
putting my
think
best foot forward.
I think everybody, I'm telling you, every woman I see, and like when I'm hearing from all of our QVC community, because now you and I are sisters in the Q50, and
Mhm.
you're such a great
Mhm.
ambassador. And when I saw, that you were going to be a part of this, I was excited because, like, you and I, personality wise, believe it or not, are similar. I know you think that we're not, but we are.
Okay, break that down for me.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I know that
okay.
I definitely see similarities in.
I definitely do. I told Amy that, my BFF. I'm like, Jennie's one of us. I'm just
Mhm.
telling you, she's a girl's girl.
Mhm.
You're definitely a girl's girl. That's one thing. And number two, your heart is for truly to empower and inspire and have sisterhood with other
Mhm.
women.
Same
I
as
believe
you.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah, same as me. I'm a loud, crazy, nut job extrovert, but you say that you're an introvert.
Yeah, I am such an
I did not
introvert.
believe that. I did not even believe that.
No, I'm an introvert. That's why, when I do go on air for QVC, that's who I am. I'm just that person. I can't like put on something just to
That's what I love.
sell stuff. Like, that's not what I'm there for. Like, I'm just me, and I love being normal. I like being one of the people. Like, I'm just like you.
Okay, first of all, I wouldn't say I don't say that you're normal because I don't think none of us are too normal. That's where we differ because I know I'm not normal.
No, but I love being an introvert. My
No, I
father
hear what
was
you
a
mean. I know
man
what you
of
mean.
few words. Like,
Mhm.
he was a very quiet man, but also
Mhm.
extremely intelligent and had so much wisdom and was very giving. He was an educator. He taught adults to read and write. Like, that was his passion, adult education, to people that hadn't been exposed to it or had the opportunity to go to school. And he was, really, that was his love. And I feel like I have so much of my dad in me, but my mom also is a person that loves to help people and loves to help fix people's problems or give them insight.
Ooh,
And it's just, I live for it. I used to make fun of my mom because she had a gajillion self-help books on her
I
shelves.
love a good self-help book, though. I love
But
it.
I would sit and look through them, and then I became a teenager, and I was embarrassed by it, and I was like, "Oh my God, my mom's crazy. She's got to get her together." Oops, I can't say that. She's got to get her
You
crap
can.
together.
You can say that.
But she now I've got books,
You are your
self-help
mother.
books.
You are
Yep,
your mother.
basically. Thank you
Me
for
too.
just saying it outright. So I'm not going to utter those words, but thank you for doing it because it's true.
It's so true. I'm my mother too. And honestly, like we all went to lunch the other day and we all fought because we are all loud and just obnoxious. And we all just brought in, I'm never going to lunch with you again. And I just did that with Amy before the podcast. And I thought, oh my God, I'm my mother. We become our mothers. And
Well,
you know what? Thank God.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully you've got a good mom. And if you don't have a good mom, then find somebody else to look up to like you would a mother.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ah, girl, you got a lot of wisdom. Okay. Do you journal?
I do. I haven't had time in quite a long time now. But I encourage my daughter to journal when she's just frustrated and has all these feelings inside. And I'm like, just get it down on paper, get it out of you. because that's what it's all about. And now I've journaled all my life, and I take notes when I'm, taking courses or classes or reading a book. Like I have books, journals full of like tidbits and little tips, and also just ramblings of getting stuff out of my brain.
What do you want I Choose Me to do? Because I know you are committed to making this brand huge, and you're committed to really, because it's the brand. Your brand is very, again, we're very similar in this way. Your brand is about the message. It's not about the product. Product matters, and it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
But wouldn't you say that's the case for you? What do you want your brand to do for women and to be for women everywhere?
I just want women to get to know that it's okay and it's acceptable and it's amazing to put yourself first, to have the mindset of loving yourself so that you can love others better. And I just feel like that's my mantra now. And I just want other women to be able to say that and believe it, because just saying it only goes so far. But if you believe your worth, your time and your love, and other people's time and love, then it's transformational.
And it takes work. I like how you said it takes a discipline almost to remind yourself. Like I like what you said, when you get upset, when you're upset, just stop and be thankful and grateful. That's so, because it resets. It does a whole reset.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one of the only things that can reset me in those moments is like, okay, remember how grateful you are for that tree, or I love the roof over my head, or whatever.
Yeah, and choose yourself. Okay, so before you go, I know we've been on almost an hour, so I don't want to keep you. I'd keep you all day. I wish you were here to go to Cracker Barrel with us. I want to do this thing called rapid fire, where I just ask you like a gajillion questions, and the first thing that comes up comes out.
Oh,
Some
boy.
of it, even if you don't want to answer it, do it anyway.
Okay.
Trust me. Okay.
Rapid fire questions.
I'm gonna go light on you right at the beginning. What is your favorite TV show from the 90s, other than yours? What was your favorite TV show?
Friends.
Okay, did you ever meet any of the friends?
Yeah. When I was doing, I did a sitcom for 4 years on the stages, Warner Brothers stages, and the Friends stage was directly across from the stage where I was working on What I Like About You. And we would see each other, and but I'm not like friends with the friends. We're not friends.
But you've met the friends.
But I've met friends.
So say that again. You're not friends with the friends.
I'm not friends with the friends, but I am friendly with the friends.
Got it.
Is it fair to say the friends are more of a friend of a friend?
I would say, yeah, very accurate. But I'm a fan of the friends. So
me too.
Yeah.
Me too. But see, I didn't like Friends as much as 90210.
It was a different voice,
90210. So, I mean, I fixed a lot of problems for me in high school. Like when church didn't make it, or my mom and dad, I wasn't listening to them, I could just turn on old Kelly, and she would always help me through. Okay. Do you feel like 90210 has aged well?
Yes.
I do too.
It's quintessential 90s. It is, because that show was on the entire decade of the 90s. And so you can watch that. And the 90s, I think, might have been the best decade ever.
I thought the 80s were good. Yeah. But
80s were great. But the hair and the makeup and the clothes and the evolution of like strength in young people. And I think that it was such a great, great era. But I think that, what was I saying? This happens. Do you know about brain fog?
Sweetheart, I've had it twice. You're talking to me.
Does Kim know about brain fog?
Wait, okay, let me ask you this. When you're talking, doing a podcast, you're on air, and all of a sudden your mind goes completely blank. What do you do? I need to know so I can
just what we just did. Just when you
Admit it.
said, I just had brain fog. Admit it.
Because there's really no other answer.
I am tired of faking every bit of everything. Like, let me tell you something. I'm the smartest person I know. I'm the wisest person I know. You know why?
Why?
Because I know I don't know nothing.
I like that.
There's wisdom in that, right? So it's just knowing I don't know a daggone thing. So I just say it. Again, what comes up comes out. That's what I say. If you got brain fog, so do I. Because I can't remember what we were talking about either.
Me either. Zach?
He don't know.
I don't know.
He wasn't listening.
He's listening. He's listening, but he's like, he's so used to me and my squirrel rabbit holes.
Yeah.
You're in good hands.
I have a different podcast playing in my ears, actually. I'm just doing a totally different thing.
It's not. He's crazy. Okay, here we go.
No,
Rapid
give me
fire.
more rapid fire. Yeah.
What is your favorite, like, Midwestern comfort food?
Rice.
Oh, God. What is it?
I don't know. I try to be healthy and eat the brown rice, but the white rice.
No,
for
who gives
me-
a crap about the brown rice? What do you put in? Like, I put butter. I put a lot of butter and a lot of garlic salt in my rice. And my
garlic.
sons can just eat it by the vats.
Yeah. I mean, because we weren't wealthy growing up and we lived out in the country. And a
on a
lot of
farm.
time you got to go with those dry goods in the cupboards, right? So, and
Beans and
rice is inexpensive. And we would find all kinds of creative things to do with the rice. But whenever I don't feel well, whenever I'm like overwhelmed and my daughters are the same way because I've carried on the tradition for them and that they have to have some rice to just feel like themselves again. But we put, to answer your question, we put, I don't eat dairy. So I put fake butter on it.
Yum.
And then lots of salt. You know what I do with rice too that I love? Rice cakes. Have you ever had a rice cake? Okay, so
I
what
love
you
rice
do,
cakes.
you put the egg in it and you mix it up and then you fry it in a pan.
Oh, Lord.
No, wait, tell us how to do that. I want to make that right now.
Okay, rice in a bowl. Put in eggs. In my case, I put in fake eggs. Mix it up. You can put a little vanilla in if you want. I don't do that. I like it plain. Then you put in the hot skillet and you fry it. I like to use avocado oil, people, because that's a lot healthier for you. And you fry it. Then you eat it. You put your butter on it and then some syrup. And of course, a little dash of salt on top. Oh my God.
Sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
rice is now become, and let me tell you something. Like, I've made chicken and rice before. Oh God, I mean, I could eat that. Rice is like the best. I think that's the best like food question we've ever had answered.
Do
Yeah,
you,
I
wait,
think
do
I
you
survive
cook
on
it
it.
like al dente? Like, do you like it kind of hard or like sticky, or how do you like it?
I like it all the ways. Like we do it al dente sometimes. Sometimes you just want that real mush. But yeah, I just love rice.
Okay. All right. Who was your celebrity crush then, 90210 days, and who is your celebrity crush now?
Oh my God.
And make it good. Don't go really like raw and real with it.
My celebrity crush then, Alan Alda.
I like that. I love that
Really?
answer.
I've got to look him up. Hold on.
I've met Alan Alda. He's a lovely man.
I loved MASH, that show MASH, growing up.
Alan Alda from Matt. That's what I thought. Okay.
Or here, how about this one? John Ritter.
Okay.
Oh, I love
like
John.
funny.
I want to say Alan Alda too, because I mean, I'm not going to judge that. Alan, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was like, Bo and Luke Duke from the just a good old boy with them tight jeans.
Oh yeah, that slide
I
over
used
the
to have
hood.
a poster of them in my room. I used to have a poster of 90210 and the Dukes of Hazzard.
That's all you needed. The best of both worlds right there.
That's okay. Celebrity crush now.
Okay. Ooh.
And
this
I
is
want you
hard.
to keep it very superficial.
Well, there's a lot of celebrities nowadays. I can't keep up. I'm going to go with my default one, which is Tom Hardy.
Nice.
Okay.
There was a movie he did with Reese Witherspoon, and I am obsessed with it. And I can't remember the name of it right now.
What's the name of the
This
movie?
Means War.
This Means War.
And he's so cute in it.
Okay, that's good. We're both married women, so
You still could have said Alan Alda, just for the record. Like, he's 88.
he's still
he's
kicking
looking
it.
good.
He's still kicking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We're not trying to take care of a bunch of men anymore. Okay, here we go. What message? What's the most important message from I Choose Me that you want someone to say? Give me like one sentence. I Choose Me stands for
Loving yourself.
That's it.
It's pretty simple.
Simple.
It all starts with loving yourself.
That's it. How do you do that?
For me, I have to talk to my inner child a lot.
Yeah.
I have to mother myself. I have to nurture myself. And I imagine I was such an amazing mom. I having babies and raising little women is the joy of my life, my purpose. And I was really good at it. And I still am, but it's the one thing where I don't feel like I'm, having a big head about it. I know I'm a good mom.
Let's go. And see,
Uh-huh.
that to me, you saying that, like, I think everybody right now listening to this podcast do exactly what Jennie just did. I want you to say one thing that irrefutably, it doesn't matter what people might say or think. If it sounds cocky, if it sounds like you're being confident, good. That one thing that you know, ain't nobody can tell you nothing else other than that. I love that, Jennie.
Yeah.
I love that.
So
it's important to say it.
Yeah. It's important to say it and walk around with it. Like,
come on.
Let it seep into
I told you, Zach. Jennie is deep. Yep. Jennie got some depth. Okay. There is a video Zach is going to play. It's called Body in Progress. I want you to watch this and tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. No, don't say anything yet. Just watch the video.
Zach. I just want to say, this is such a beautiful. I just want to say one thing. This was recorded from someone's VHS, which makes it so much more like.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's like OG.
Yeah.
This is so good.
I'll show you the program that was designed to help me, okay? Let's do this together. It'll be fun.
Wow.
Jennie, you look the same, girl.
I feel the same. That I feel like,
hey,
there I am, because I was doing something in this video that I was passionate about, which was helping people feel their best.
Okay.
But I would like to go back and not wear those black sneakers.
The black sneakers, but that was the 80s, girl. That was the 90s, girl. Yep. That was the 90s. So.
Yeah. But I'm proud of that video, you guys. And I know that I have a few lovely, beautiful friends, fans that it changed their life. It got them on the road to taking better care of themselves. So, yay.
So I wanted to play this and I wanted to get your reaction. I've got an idea for you. I think you need to bring this back to your line, I Choose Me. Maybe you do this comfortable workout wear. I'm just saying.
No, this is all, we're simpatico.
It's called Me Fit. Similar.
I want to do Me Fit.
It's done. You're doing it. And then we're going to do the video together. Idea. You're going to do the video and the Q50, and I'm going to be on the front row huffing and puffing. Oh I'm going to be there.
Let's do it.
Kim, I would pay so much. Jennie, would be incredible. No, this is
you,
Kim. This is you. You're standing up in the background. You're coming out.
No, that's not me. This is going to be me, Jennie.
Sweaty.
This is it.
Killing it.
Jennie, that's you. No. I've got your people, girl. Me Fit is you leading it and me and Amy on the back behind you, backing you up. We got your back, girl.
Boy. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, body's still in progress. How about that?
How about body? Well, that's not. I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to be negative.
We're not
doing it. We're going to stay positive. Body's still in progress. Favorite junk food, sweet and salty, and make it junky now. I need it just as trashy as it can be.
Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's a win.
Because this is, okay, let me ask you this question. I'm sorry. I'm a big foodie, as you can tell, junk food. Do you like them prepackaged or do you like to make your own? Okay, me neither.
No. They have to be fresh out of the pan.
Because you got to make them. Can I tell you, every holiday I make them because that's the only time I make them. And I have like 20 people. And the Rice Krispie treats are gone before the turkey, before the pecan pie, everything. Rice Krispie treats are gone. I put M&Ms in mine.
I'm going to do that, and I'm going to let myself have sugar that day because you just told me it was okay.
Thank you.
And you know what?
I will call you on FaceTime and we'll eat it together.
Okay. Oh, that's so good. Wait, did you ever do this when you were younger?
Just come to Atlanta.
Come to Atlanta. It's so close. Did you ever did you make your own little individual Rice Krispie treat situation and just sit on the couch and watch something on TV and eat it right out of the pan?
I wouldn't even cut it. I would just ball it up and just.
Yep. On the wooden spoon.
Okay. Sweet is Rice Krispie treats. Salty.
Oh God. I put salt on Everything.
You're a salt lick. Yeah.
I put salt on my if I'm eating a sweet, I put salt on it. If I'm eating a fruit, I usually put salt on it. Like I put salt on everything.
Do you salt your watermelon?
Yes. How'd
I
you know?
People, because that's, I mean, and let me tell you something. If you've never tried, if you don't drink Coca-Cola on a holiday, do it. I take a Coca-Cola and I pour a pack of salted peanuts in it.
Whoa.
That's a Southern. It's so good.
I've never done that.
Yeah, you've said that, and it freaked me out then, and it freaks me out now. I'm not going to lie, Kim.
So the peanuts are
But
like
the fried
boba?
rice cakes don't freak you out. But salted.
Yeah.
Salted Pepsi, Coke. Pepsi or Coke?
Well, we're Atlanta, so we have to do Coke. But we used to do growing up RC Cola. So we take an RC Cola.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
I don't think people should be drinking that stuff though. Just saying.
I just had a half of one. God bless.
Come on. It's all right. It's all right.
I choose me, but just not the healthy me right now.
Oh my God. I asked a guy yesterday, what was his last I choose me moment? And he said, I ate an entire extra large pepperoni pizza.
Yay.
Yes.
I love him. Let me tell you something. As a mother, it's so funny how you said you loved a mother. Not that I don't love my kids, but I'm always throwing them under the bus. Being a mother was the hardest thing for me. Not literally, people. And I remember saying, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be a good mom. And I'm still doubtful today.
I mean, yeah, those thoughts come into my head too.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
But my kids, they text me, like my son said, I miss you so much. Can't wait till you get home. I'm so stoked. And I thought, you know what? Everybody doesn't have to be the same, Jenny. We just have to be ourselves. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. Be you. Glorious you.
Choose you.
Choose you.
Okay. One last thing. I want you to give me,
What?
I love to say this about people all the time. I want to ask them this. This is that one last question. What is your hope and dream for everybody listening to you right now? What do you want people to take away, other than the I choose me, from you right now as this rapid fire comes to an end?
You're going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. Everything is going to be okay.
How do you know?
I don't know, but I just know. That's all there is.
Y'all, I don't even know what more to say. I mean, you've got to go check out her podcast, I Choose Me, which is available on all the podcast platforms.
Yes, and hear you on it.
Yeah, get ready to be on there. You got to go to QVC.com. You got to check out Me by Jennie Garth. Go to QVC.com, shop her line. She is all over social media at Jennie Garth on Instagram, Facebook, on X, but on TikTok. Now she's the official Jennie Garth. So I guess it means you have to watch out for those unofficial videos that she's putting on everything else.
Oh.
It's official Jennie Garth on TikTok. And y'all, when I'm telling you, you've got to go check out her apparel line. It is stunning. She also has a home line with one of her BFFs, Tori Spelling. And, Jenny, what are you excited about this holiday season as your line drops? I haven't seen any of it yet, but you did a beautiful holiday collection for what I hear.
Yeah, well, we did. We tried to infuse some holiday into our November drop, absolutely, but it wasn't a specific holiday drop for the fashion. But I mean, there's nothing that I don't love about what I'm doing right now. It's hard work.
It's hard. I know. We had that conversation, you and I.
24/7. But I'm getting to do this with my daughter, my middle daughter, Lola. And that is the greatest reward that's the best thing I could be getting. The money, the time, whatever, does not matter. It's that I'm helping my daughter launch and learn something valuable that can carry her into her own
education.
life. Yep. So that's what
you've got to bring Lola on. You have to bring her on air. I want to meet her.
I know.
Okay.
I want people to meet her. She's just shy.
Well, listen, tell her to come hang out with us at Cracker Barrel. We'll have some Rice Krispie treats.
Yep.
We'll loosen her up. We'll get her some Rice Krispie treats and we'll go to Cracker Barrel and she'll never be the same.
No.
But you have to come back. Will you come back and be on the show
I
again?
will. Anytime you call me.
Do you know what we're going to do? I just had this idea. I was going to be telling you what. See, I need help. I tell everybody what to do, including Zach. Zach, I need to pitch to QVC, me and Jenny and a couple of other the Q50. We should do a talk show.
Oh my God.
That would be awesome.
We can do an I Choose Me, Love Who You Are, QVC 50 and Fabulous talk show.
I love it. We would be so good together.
Well, I'll call your people and you can call Zach.
Okay. Oh my God, Zach, I'm calling
My
you
people
later.
is Zach and Amy.
That's it.
That's all
All
you
right,
need.
Jenny. That's all I need. Honey, you got
Thank
two
you.
good- that's
Thank you,
it.
Jenny.
That's
That's
all you
all
ever
Kim
need.
needs.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
That
I
and
love you.
I love
Oh my
you,
God.
Jenny. I love you to the moon and back. I think we're talking on the phone coming up this week. You
We're,
and I.
we're gonna,
aren't we?
yeah, yep. We're gonna make it happen.
We're gonna make stuff happen.
Thank
All
you
right,
for
y'all.
having me.
Thank you for coming. And y'all go check out Jennie Garth. I Choose Me on QVC. Until next time, remember, choose yourself. Love who you are. Because God made you special, Sister Sledge. Love y'all.
And now I hear you from the computer and in my ears.
Oh, that is
That's
so
the problem.
strange. It did give me a warning that you had Riverside open in multiple windows. Is that possible?
Okay, is this better?
Hello?
Is
I
that,
closed one of the windows. Can,
Oh,
Did
yeah.
did that fix it?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Look at us troubleshooting. So we can't handle the snow out here. The first year when we came out here and it snowed and I had to go scrape my car off,
Mm.
I was like, I don't think so. I'm not cut out for this.
If you like this episode, here's another one I think you're going to love. Zach, how long am I going to have to point at this? Is this enough?